How can companies that are not sure if they want to use Arena try it out, and what type of support does Arena provide for this?
Yeah, that's an important question. And I think that because we are a software as a service provider, it does make it actually very, very easy for us to allow anyone to try out the application. And so we have a couple of different ways that we accomplish that. For people who maybe don't really understand what BOM management tools are about, we actually have a very structured trial that we can set up and allow people to come into, which gives prospective customers or organizations full access to the application, full access to our customer support. There's actually a very rich data set within that trial to kind of work off of and understand really what are the different pieces that the Arena tool is managing, the bill of material solution is managing. And then also we actually have tools, videos, tutorials, other things that we provide to those organizations to make sure that they're busy, they have other things to do, so really making sure that they maximize that time that they have to spend, that little bit of time that they typically have to spend within the application.
So you have a variety of master data set up in this system. I've seen it myself, and in addition, the company can then add new records. They may want to use one of their materials and then connect it up with a supplier that's already put in there just for convenience. But basically, they have a fully operational system that they can then go and tweak.
Absolutely. And again, having access to our customer support, just as they would as a customer, to kind of help them through those initial, how do I do these kinds of things? Not that it's overly difficult, because it isn't, but having someone to kind of help you get started, I think, is a very important thing. We also have, by the way, for other types of organizations that maybe have used tools like Arena in the past, bill of material management solutions or change management solutions, it's not uncommon for those types of organizations to try a couple of seats. They'll buy a couple of seats, and we actually have a program that we'll put them through in terms of gathering their data, typically in Excel or other kinds of formats. And we have some tools that we've developed that will allow us to take that data very securely, scrub that data, make sure that there aren't any inconsistencies or problems with it, get it into the application very quickly, get their users trained, and off they go. And that typically happens within a couple of days. And we find that companies that go that route, typically will start to grow actually very quickly, because they're using their own data and their own environment and can realize the benefits very quickly.
Nathan described how prospective customers can work directly with an Arena trial version that can be logged into online. This environment has pre-populated master data that can be used immediately. The trial program also includes access to customer support. This customer support is similar to the support that companies receive when they become paying customers. If companies want to buy just a few seats, they can use the system in testing or production at very low risk and cost. I personally have used the Arena trial to become familiar with the solution, and much of my knowledge about Arena comes from that trial. It is interesting that it is still the vast minority of enterprise vendors that offer this. Trial periods are completely standard with consumer software, but enterprise software still is often kept behind some type of wall. Part of the reason for this is much enterprise software is not very user-friendly and must be demonstrated by a person who is expert in the system.